Hello everybody, Batman here, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable. And I've never played this game before in my life. Apparently, you make the choices to be good or to be evil, and I will choose the side of the light.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
the Oracle
buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
That sounds ominous.
Stanley was happy.
Well, good for him.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It's weird.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay. 2, 3.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50
I cannot
clicks
jump.
will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Alright. I don't know why you're making me do this. Is it some sort of game? Are you some sort of clown?
No, I'm still
I've got
feeling
all
it.
the clouds.
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
My name isn't Stanley. My name is Bruce Wayne. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. Where? Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Four, 5.
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. It's over there.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine do that one again.
Are you okay? Your tone is pretty weird.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
You're kind of overexcited. Not a little thing. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh no.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
As a man of justice, I vote to listen to the authority.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh. Yeah, I do that trick with my robins the entire time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I wonder... Oh. Well...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
This place reminds me of
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
This isn't like Bruce Wayne's office. No, mine's similar to this office. Not Bruce Wayne.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This doesn't look good. Alright, let's try this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Something's very suspicious here.
Would not go unanswered for long.
Some things. Oh, it's okay, guys. I'm back. I can see in the dark. I wonder, this cave system. I wonder who's behind
Stanley
this.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh no. Is this the Joker or the Riddler? Mind control facility. Who could it be? Who could be behind this? Light bulb. Turn on the
Lights rose on
lights.
an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Go this way. It's the only path I can take. The path to justice and freedom. Oh,
Now
wait.
the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their
no.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Which one's
The
mine?
lives of so many individuals
Oh my
reduced to
God.
images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where did everyone go? What happened to these people? Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Time to stop
No.
this injustice.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Wait.
It was unthinkable.
Pied Piper?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Oh, no.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Time
he
to end this.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wait a second. This clears us off. So would it turn the power off? Because this might be a trick question. What if the Joker was behind this? Could be a trick question. Question my morality. But the Joker couldn't do something as complicated as mind control. I'm going to say this is not a trick question. I will turn this off. Oh no. Where am I?
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I see a light.
Yes.
Oh my
He
god.
had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was
Freedom.
mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
It's
do,
beautiful
or
outside.
how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
It's
The feeling
beautiful.
of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before
If only
him.
Gotham was like
This
this.
was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, so there are multiple endings. There
All
must
his
be.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let me try
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
defying
Perhaps he'd simply
everyone.
missed a memo.
I will defy everything.
When Stanley
So,
came to a
let's try
set
the
of
right
2
door.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, let's do that. This
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
is
It
a
had really
vending
been
room.
worth the detour after all, just to
Vending
spend a few
machine.
moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I can't drink it though. The drinks
Yes,
are beyond my control.
really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Stop being so bloody sarcastic. I'm starting to
But eager to
not
get
like
back
you.
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's not. Whoa.
Stanley was so bad at
Construction
following
site.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Oh,
gotten off
no
on the wrong
rails.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
I
that investing
wonder,
your trust in someone
could
else can
I?
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Oh.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Her.
She's been waiting.
Rachel. Oh,
That's her, Stanley.
Rachel. Oh. What?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Wait, what the hell? Joker.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to
Joker.
see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Joker.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Joker. That's you, isn't it? That's you with a voice changer, Joker. I'll
This
get
is
you,
a very
Joker.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. I want to. No.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I don't. I can't resist.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
I have
doing
to.
exactly what he's
Oh my
told
God.
to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
We don't have a TV. Oh. I guess we can do this then.
And so he began to fantasize about his own
Whatever.
job. First, he
No.
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up
Joker,
from
you
his desk
monster.
to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went
What?
further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Wait, the boys.
At last,
Robin.
choice. It
Robin, help
barely
me.
even mattered what lay behind each door. The
Robin.
mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I don't care what's Robin it is. Somebody help. Jason Todd. I don't care if it's you, Jason. I'm sorry. Help me. You know, it's useless. I guess I'll just play along until I find out a plan.
As he wandered through this
What?
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
What in the...
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he
Wait,
called
what?
it the Stanley Parable.
I don't...
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Oh, God.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't like the implications of this, though.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
No.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I don't think it's working.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
No.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
No. Let me try to do this. Wait, this isn't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This is a nice broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Okay.
No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
$2847.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go downstairs again. Let's see what other choices we could make. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mine
Escape.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
There's nothing you can do to hurt me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
You hurt me
At
emotionally.
this point,
You
Stanley
can't
was
hurt me
making a
physically.
conscious, concerted
So I'm
effort
the
to walk
goddamn
forward
Batman.
and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Oh. I'm alive. Wait. What is this?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched
Joker.
closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Joker.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
Oh, no.
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. No.
Farewell, Stanley,
What?
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path
Whoa.
you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Oh
death
my God.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Is this limbo? Where? I don't know where to go. I don't know what's happening. Was I drugged? Was I drugged by Scarecrow? Or was I?
Stanley walked over the bridge. Stanley stood on the roof. Stanley pushed the number 6.
I'm the world's greatest detective, but even I can't figure out what the hell is going on here. I can't. Where am I? Well, this was me playing Stanley Parable. If you liked the video, then like the video. I'd love to hear some feedback on my performance, and I hope Spectre Galaxy will allow me to play again with you guys.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Oh my god.
How they both
It's not the
wish
end.
to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Well, I'm back then. And I'm going away now.